Hello everybody, this is your host, Vic, as usual. Today we have the Walrus Audio Sloer, or whatever, I don't know. It is a stereo reverb pedal that can also be worked in mono mode with plenty of presets and plenty of low controls on the front. So, this is what you were hearing with the plug. And this is how it is normally. Pretty nice. So, we have our normal decay, filter, depth, and the mix, so as you would see on most reverb pedals. And then the full things about this is that it has wide, medium, and narrow for the width, so let's just have it on. This is currently wide. Me personally, because I like more atmospheric, I like the wide one. But as you can hear, or just heard, it has a different type of choosing how it spreads instead of the typical knob. It just has a little flick switch. And also, we have an X slider and a stretch slider, so let's just have both in the center. Very nice. And then one of my favorite things is it has a sustain, so I'm not touching the keys right now, and that's how I was doing the intro, where it made this nice little drone in the background, and I was able to do a little sustain with that. At least I thought that was pretty nice. Now, what's cool is that it also has the different modes. So right now you were hearing dreamy. Next up is light, rain, dark, and rise. Me personally, I like darker stuff, so let's go dark and let's try to find okay, that makes sense. It couldn't sustain on dark because it's not a wavy wave. So sustain's only a dream, which makes sense, I guess, in a weird sort of way. Probably doesn't. But anyways, let's try and get a good dark going. I was having a little fun with it. Like, I find this to not be a, with a little modification, probably a little distortion fed into it too, and depending on what synth or anything else you're leaning into it, this can be a more darker, but I find this leans more towards the warm, ambient, happy sides compared to anything else. Just not really doing that hard of an edit to it, but then I'm not really pushing it too much. I have the decay low. I just want that little drone in the background with it. But it is versatile. I do like it. It can make very, well, I mean, it has a preset for that being dream. It can make very ambient, dreamy soundscapes, which I can appreciate. And then also for this, with a little drone in the background that I was just demonstrating, it works good for a term of sort of a darker horror, unease, ambient style. Like I said, this one leans more to ambient rather than pure performative or pure fast and explodey, but I don't hate it. If I can tell if I feed like some fuzz or distortion into it, or even a delay to double up on that, it would work out very well. But let's just start going over the points. First of all, this was $350, which I would say this is a powerful reverb. I like it. So I'm not going to ding it too much for that price. It is a good reverb. For the build quality, I mean, this feels more of an enamel than the pure steel. It didn't come with feet, which annoys me because it slides around. So 3 out of 5, straight down the middle. Well, not fully metal, but ain't bad. Ain't awesome. But like the knobs feel great. The little switches and the sliders are fine. I don't have a problem with it. 3 out of 5. So besides that, let's go for the sound. Like I said, not the typical reverb I would go for. I would have to put more into it to be able to get what I want out of it, but I don't hate it. It's 4 out of 5. It's a good reverb. Like my 5 out of 5 reverbs, I haven't found one that I found extremely ultra perfect yet, so we'll see. But in terms of a good, very decent reverb at a good price, because of course, like, I know there's the Maris Mercury X, which is, I want to say $650 or $599. I know, and then there's the Strymons, which I know are like $600 or like $500 to $650, depending on where you get it from, depending on what model. And then I know Source Audio makes one, which I believe theirs was, I think theirs is $320, I believe. But, I mean, it's a decent price, but it could afford, considering what you get. It's a very powerful little box. I don't hate it. Like I said, it's a good reverb. It's just I would have to put more into it to get the type of sounds I'm working for. Again, I'm not everybody. I'm just the main character of the universe, so all my opinions matter more than everyone else's. Clearly. That's why I'm on the internet, because I have to be the main character. Anyways, the whole thing out there with this, I'm just going to give it a final score of a 3.78 out of 5. Just because, like, how hard is it to include some rubber feet I can stick on the bottom of this, man? And that's a lot of them. And like I said, it's not hating on the sound. This is just build quality. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's strong. I just want the little rubber feet with it. And if they were supposed to come with it, it just wasn't in my box. Anyways, like I said, I don't hate it. It's good. I'm just not going to give it a higher score just because it's not particularly my cup of tea, but then to other people, it's a 5 out of 5. People can make beautiful things with this sound. I can tell it's a very good reverb for not specifically my genre, but for other people, it's a 5 out of 5. Very good reverb. Anyways, leave a comment if there's anything else you wish to see this on, and I will respond to the comments and try to get that filmed if anyone else wants to see this on anything else, as everyone wants to make informed purchasing decisions, so it would help to see this on more things. Once again, this has been Vic. Like and subscribe so you can go and help me spread my ramblings and allow me to be nuttier as time goes on. And I appreciate everyone for watching. Bye.